I was the first one in. My girlfriend, Robinne, who is the author of The Idea of You, the one that started it all, we've been like best friends for a billion years. She played one of my sisters in Deliver Us from Eva 20 some odd years ago, and we bonded over our love of boy bands. So when she wrote this book, and we were able to read early drafts and whatnot and give notes, I was like, I want to produce this. This is a movie.
My privilege to be a producer on this one. I was invited in by Gabrielle Union and Cathy Schulman, and I was just over there taking a photo with our Amazon executives led by Jen Salty, and it was just, I would just feel what happens when women reach out to each other, and when, and of course Michael Showalter, our director, I don't want to leave men out, but especially when women say, you know what, your story matters to me. And then you hear that in return, you're able to do tremendous things, more than you ever thought possible. And so it was important to me to have a voice in that, because even though it's just mine, my perspective matters to me. She's really content in her life. She's really fulfilled by her work. She's an amazing daughter. She loves being a mom. She's a wonderful friend. And yeah, like love would be nice, but it doesn't feel like it's the most essential. It doesn't feel like something essential is missing in her life. So she wasn't expecting what happens next, which is she falls in love with someone who happens to be probably the most famous pop star in a boy band in the world.
I feel like it's a childhood fantasy of any young man to be part of a boy band, but I think it helps when there was an amazing script, and Michael Showalter and Anne Hathaway were attached to the project, and I knew immediately that it was a really interesting take on the sort of the rom-com genre, and so it was kind of a no-brainer for me. I'd like to think it's because there's a genuine friendship between Annie and I, and she was very open to me and made herself very accessible to me, which I really appreciated. And we had this amazing chemistry test, so by day one we kind of already felt a little bit bonded anyway. She's a wonderful person and obviously a wonderful actor as well.
Everything happening is kind of crazy right now. And it's just, I think it's magical. I think when you sit down, you're writing alone in your home or Starbucks or whatever, and it's just you and your laptop, and you're imagining these characters and this story and this location and this like intense love, and you don't ever imagine it's going to be something like this. Like it's kind of incredible to see these actors give voice to these characters, and it's surreal.
I'm just fascinated by these characters. I'm just so intrigued by these characters and this world, and of course the opportunity to work with Anne and Nick.
I signed on for not a bunch of reasons really, but I mean, Michael Showalter, Anne Hathaway, and a fantastic script. And that's kind of all the convincing I needed. My character plays Annie's ex-husband, who sort of plays the major obstacle between her and her new love interest, Nick Galitzine. He's a hypocritical guy, to say the least. I seem to be carving out a nice little niche playing these kind of guys, but it's a lot of fun, and I take these roles really seriously, and I love how Michael really gave us all the opportunity to just find an honesty to all of our characters and let them be real flesh and blood people, not just caricatures on a page, and that's all you can really hope for.
My character is Izzy. She's Solen's daughter, and she's just this very independent, sort of spunky, smart, loving 16, 17-year-old, and I think it's so funny why I wanted to sign. It's like, why would I wanted to sign on for every single reason. For Michael Showalter, who's one of my comedy heroes growing up, to get to work with Annie, such an honor. Me and everybody else loved her work forever, and I respect her so much as a person and an actor, so I think it was just like for them to let me do it was a real dream.
It was really fun to be able to play Anne's ex-husband's new, very annoying girlfriend. I love, it was fun to be the villain, kind of, and obviously just getting to work with her is like a dream. So Anne is doing us, I think, all a big favor by embracing the fact that she can still be the lead it girl, even though she's not 22 anymore. I'm very thankful for that, even for me in my own career. So I think a lot of women are going to appreciate, she's just so beautiful and it's just so classy, and she gets the guy and he's obsessed with her, and it's I don't know, it makes you feel good. It makes, especially women.
I was really excited to sign on to this project because, one, Anne is just like a masterclass in acting, and I knew that watching her and being around her would really help me as an actor and like learn how to really learn from someone like her. And also the movie itself is about just love, and I thought that was really, really cool. And going to Coachella, she takes me to Coachella in the movie. I play Zeke. Zeke is her daughter's best friend in the movie, and I just had a really great time working on the set with her and working on the set with everyone. So that's why I was excited to do the project.
The love story was really beautiful, and Hayes Campbell's journey in the movie was something that I've been close to in my career a few times. So there was a lot of inspiration there, and it took about like 4 or 5 months to come up with the songs. Nick is amazing. Nick is such a multi-talent. It was such a pleasure to record him and write for his voice.
I wanted to sign on because I needed a job. And then on top of that, it's Anne Hathaway, and it goes Galitzine. You know, there's not too many red flags. It's kind of like a no-brainer. I play Oliver Hoyt-Knight. He's a part of Ox Moon, and he kind of throws a wrench into their party.
I play Georgia in The Idea of You, and she's super fun. It's a super fun movie, and I really wanted to do this because I knew I love Michael Showalter, and just like I thought it was a super like collaborative and like just really fun set. Not fun, but you know, like high, like everyone was just excited to be there.
I think that it was so much about the character for me. I also am a single mom in Silver Lake and 40-ish, so seeing a woman that had such a full life get to have this very wish fulfillment story was something that felt really undeniable for me.
When I read the book, I was captivated by the notion that I was still bumping against the notion that there is a double standard between men and women, like where the men can be older and the women can be younger, but the women can't be older with a younger man. And I thought, we've really got to do this again and again and again until this stops being such a social problem. And I really love this story, and I love that the character that Anne Hathaway plays, that she would be choosing between different kinds of happiness, not between men, which I thought was kind of fun.